Hi guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking Fenty Beauty. I have the new bronzer. I also have the Killawatt highlighter in Lightning Dust and Crystal Fire. I have the Mattemoiselle lipstick in Spanked. And I also have the concealer and a sample of the foundation because I haven't tried that yet. And I actually have not tried any of these products today. So we're going to see how they do, what I think about them, and then you tell me in the comments, what do you think? Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with the Fenty foundation in 185 Neutral. I haven't purchased this because I have heard some mixed reviews, so I have a little sample today and we're gonna try that and see how this works. Wow. Immediately after the first few swipes, this is so much more yellow than the MAC Pro Longwear that I am used to. So we will see how this turns out. It's going on smooth, but I do feel like it's kind of thick. Like I very much feel like it's sitting on my skin and not really like blending into it. Like I feel like it's making, this is so mean girls of me, I feel like it's making my pores look huge. It's definitely not as yellow once it's all over my face as it felt before we had any color on. So I'm not going to use my normal under eye concealer. I do use the Fenty concealer in 190 for blemishes. I don't usually use it under my eyes. So we're going to try it under my eyes today. We're just going to do all sorts of new things today. I really don't like to really cake on my concealer. I know some people love that. I just want it to do what it's supposed to and doesn't really need to do a lot extra. It's like, you know, if you have a headache, you're not gonna take like flu medication because you don't have all of those symptoms. So I just want a concealer to cover up my dark circles, make me look a little brighter. I don't think we really need to cake it on a ton. I do bring it down my nose a little bit. I feel like dark circles are usually more like down here than like right underneath your eye. I do fill in those little fine lines though. Brush it out, blend it out. I don't hate this. I don't feel like it's as full coverage on my dark circles and through here as my It Cosmetics, but it's not terrible. I'm gonna bring some of the extra across my eyes as a bit of a primer. Again, I normally use MAC Paint Pot and Paint Chili to prime my eyes. I don't use a dedicated primer. Again, I also don't like using a ton of concealer. I don't like putting a really heavy, cakey thing on top of my skin. Especially on my eyes. My eyes tend to be a little crepey, so I really don't want to enhance that by putting a glob of stuff on it. Okay, so another product that I don't have from Fenty is an eyeshadow. Actually, this isn't the look that I had in mind for you guys at all. I really wanted to do the new summer neon eyeliners. I was so into that. I was so excited to do a lime green eyeliner look for you with these liners. Full disclosure, they burned the heck out of my eyes and I returned them immediately. They burned my eyes to the point of tears and I could not handle it. They were awful. The formula I felt was really patchy. It was so disappointing. I thought the colors were beautiful in the tube and they're perfect for summer. I wish you could buy them individually instead of in packages of 3, or even if it was like a make your own palette, like pick 3 kind of thing. I just always hate when things get too restrictive on colors. Like maybe I wanted a color out of that, you know, the lighter blue or the darker green or whatever. Yeah, so that was really disappointing, but I still wanted to do a full Fenty look for you guys. I especially wanted to try the bronzer, and I also purchased the Killawatt highlighter. It's the Duo. I got the Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal, and I'm actually going to use Fire Crystal, which is the shinier one, as an eyeshadow. I'm going to take that super shiny shade, just pat it all over my lid. So, you know, makeup is personal. It means something different to everybody, and it's the same way with products. Like I might not be a fan of the neon eyeliners and other people may really love them, and that is okay. And just like this, like Some people might not want to use a highlighter on their eyes. I think it's super easy. One of the cool things about makeup is that you can use so many different things for, you know, different looks. If you are in a hurry, you can use a lipstick as a blush. You could use it on your eyes, especially if you have kind of a balm or something glossy. You could use Vaseline as a highlighter or as an eyeglass. I'm going to use the bronzer shade that we were talking about in Inda Sun. I always want to say India Sun, but that's not right. I'm going to use that in my crease. Since we don't have an eyeshadow, we'll just get crazy. Do a lot of multiple use products today. So we're just going to give that a little bit of definition here. And I really love that. Especially considering a good bronzer shade should look like the color of the shadows in your skin. And that's exactly what you're doing if you do anything in the crease of your eye. You're just giving dimension and depth. You're just creating shadows. Makeup is all about creating and manipulating light and shadows. So that's what I'm gonna do on my eyes. And I'm gonna take, while I have this in my hand, I'm gonna take my angled Pro 49 from Sephora. I'm gonna go right in the hollows of my cheeks. And I actually really love this color. For my skin tone, I tend to run a little bit cooler. I like more gray browns than like really yellow goldy browns. I don't feel like they work as naturally on me. And so with this shadow, you're trying to match this shadow. And that shadow on me is a little bit gray. So I really love this color. It's been tough to find a bronzer lately. I actually bought 4 of my Sephora bronzers when they went on clearance before they discontinued. But always on the lookout for what's gonna be next, because eventually I'll run out. But I really like this. I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it. I really like it. Also, it may look like I'm rubbing my brush back and forth. I'm actually rubbing it down and picking it up and going down again. I never pull it back up along my skin. It's just down, 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 and down, down, down. And same thing along here. I'm picking it up every time and only touching my face on the down strokes. I like it. Also, I don't have a Fenty blush. They had some skin sticks that were kind of pinky colors, but they were all so sparkly, and I'm not a fan of a sparkle blush. I really love keeping my sparkle, you know, eyes, lips, and highlight. I don't like a sparkle bronzer. I don't think shadows are sparkly, and I'm not a big fan of a sparkle blush. So I am going to use my Bobbi Brown, it's quite loved, in Pretty Pink, just to add a little color since we don't have a lot going on with the eyes. I just don't want it to fall too flat. I do have a darker lip. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the Fenty Lightning Dust. Again, we're going to go in this less reflective side here. We're going to highlight, which is actually one of my favorite steps. I don't know why. I just love it. And as always, I'm going from the top middle of my eyebrow to the top middle of my cheekbone. I really like that highlight as an eyeshadow. I think that turned out really nice. It's really great for summer. It's really light. And again, I love for traveling, having products that you can use for multiple looks and multiple things. Okay, so for lips, I am using the Mattemoiselle in Spanked. It's kind of a spice color. So we're going with a little bit, it's not really a bold lip. It's not really sassy or, you know, vampy, but it is going to be a little bit darker compared to the rest of the look we've got going on, which I think will balance really well. Okay, I will say already, I do not like the shape of this lipstick. I like a more traditional bullet. This is really wide and flat when you're going straight on your lip. It is angled, but not the right way, I think. I don't know. Okay, guys, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this look. I don't know how I feel about Fenty Beauty, which makes me so sad. Their packaging is just the coolest. Like, it is so pretty. It's so geometric, and they've got so many things and so many colors and fun new trends all the time, and I want to love it so much, but I just don't know. I do wear a lot of makeup every day. This is pretty much the amount of makeup I wear every day. Obviously, it gets a little bit more crazy on fun nights out or whatever. It gets bigger, bolder, louder, but it just feels heavy. It feels like a lot. Let me put on some liner and mascara and we'll get a finished look because I don't feel like anything's ever finished without liner and mascara. And I'm gonna throw some brow gel in my brows and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back with my finished look. Full disclosure, I did not use the Fenty eyeliner. I actually used my handy dandy Kat Von D, and my reasoning is I hate the Fenty liner. I could not handle it. I felt like it melted everywhere. I didn't think the brush was great. I love the Stila. I love the Sephora collection. I love this Kat Von D guy. I could not bring myself to buy that one again for this video for you guys. My overall thoughts on this look. I love the colors. I love the way this look turned out. It's fantastic. It could be work, it could be brunch, it could be a date, it could be the grocery store. It's a beautiful look. I love the colors. Overall, product by product, hate the foundation. Would not buy or recommend the foundation. Don't like it. Concealer, love it for blemishes. That's what I use it for. I do not like it under my eyes. It's already creased. Love the bronzer. Totally love the bronzer. Great product. Highly recommend that if you like a powder bronzer. Sorry, I was clicking my pin cap open and closed because I have focus issues today. Anyway, the Killawatt highlighter. Overall, I love the colors. I love the way it looks on my eyes. I love the way it looks on my cheeks. Great highlighter. Love it. And this also comes in a lot of colors. If you like a colored highlight, this comes in a ton of colors. Lipstick. I don't mind the color. I hate the shape of the lipstick itself. I wish it was in a traditional bullet. I really do. I like that chiseled edge so you can really get a great cupid's bow and really guide your lipstick. And I felt like that was lacking. I would totally use this again, maybe with a brush or something with a different look, but I do like the color. It's very pretty. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I love hanging out with you guys. Let me know in the comments below if there's something else you want to see. Like, subscribe, follow along, hit the little bell so you know when a new video goes up, and I'll see you next time.